Hello everyone, this is Asan. In this video we are going to create a user-defined function which will take as input an integer value and create the multiplication table for it. So for example, if we provide the value 2, it will print to the screen 2 multiply 1, 2, 2 multiply 2, 4, 2 multiply 3, 6, so far, not so far, till 2 multiplied 10. So if you then later on want to provide something like, I don't know, 365, the table for 365, it will be 365 plus 1, multiply 1 is 365, and then it goes on to 365 multiplied 10, that is 3650. So that's the idea. So let's do it using top-down design. What we are going to do is we are going to say create multiplication table, and let's say it takes the value 2. So we know that it will take 2 as an input, so 2 is an integer. So what we can do, this function is not created, but we are going to create it. So the idea is we do this, and then we come here, and it we open brace, close brace, we put int value, and then since this is just going to take as a value as so it will take an integer value using the concept passed by value. So whatever value the user provides here, if it's 2, then the value parameter here in this function will copy this value of 2 and use it in its internal computation. However, it will only print the multiplication table, and it will not send anything out to the user which the user can use. So it will be a void tag. So it does not actually return anything other than showing multiplication table to screen. Since we know that we want to create a multiplication table from like 1 to 10, in that case we are going to use a for loop because we know how many times we want to do this computation. So we do for int I is equal to 0, then we do I less than 11, and then we do I plus plus, and after that we say printf. We are going to print 2 multiply value multiply I, which is this value I, is equal to the value. So that would be another integer. So, and for the first integer it's going to be value, the second integer is I plus 1, and the third integer is multiply I plus 1, and then we don't return anything, so there is no return. And then if we try to run this, let's see how it goes, and it says that it doesn't know about this function. That is because we did not provide a function prototype on top before main. So we put a function prototype, put a semicolon always, otherwise it gives error. It's a function prototype. Then let's run it again and see how things work out, and see it does something, but we don't put new line commands, so we don't really understand if it's working properly or not. So what we can do is we put a new line command here, and let's run this again. So it's 2 1 2 2 2 is a 4, 2 3 is a 6, 2 10 is 20, 2 11 is 22. Now you see there something went wrong over here. So we were supposed to go from 1 to 10. However, we went actually from 1 to 11. So let's see why that happened. So it started from 0. So value was 2. When the value of I was 0, then I computed it to be I plus I plus 1, which is 1. So 2 into 1 is equal to 2. The first one is fine. Then we go to the second time. I value increased. So it actually not only does consider 0, but it also considers 11. So what happened is there are 11 entries that 11 times we are repeating through this loop. Remember, if you want to repeat the loop however many times you want to repeat, in that case that is the number of value that you should put. So in our case we want to repeat it 10 times, so we should put a value 10 over here. So since it's going to start from 0 including 0, that means it will stop at 9. So including 0, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 values. So since I'm shifting everything by plus 1, so the last value is going to be 9 plus 1, which is 10, and the first value will be 0 plus 1, which is 1. So now let's run this. Now you see it works. So okay, that's your multiplication table. Now if we change this to, I don't know, 365, and let's run this, it still works. So what we could do, just to finish this, we can ask the user for input, printf, enter value, and we do this, and after that we get integer, and then we put this braces and save this into, I don't know, value is equal to, I say int, and then we save this into this. We pass the value that we get from the user to the user defined function create multiplication table by pass by value system, which we'll talk about later, and then let's run it again. So now it says that it has no idea what about get int. So as I told you before, get int is case sensitive, so I have to use G, capital G. So let's save this and run this again, and now I give a value 2 and it prints out the multiplication table for 2.